Hey everybody, how's it going? Just put together a little video for you guys of my weekend with Protokult in studio. Didn't get a chance to shoot all that much. I was busy, like running a recording session, but a lot of you guys have been asking for some behind the scenes stuff. This one's pretty brief. Most of the audio is straight off the camera microphone, so it's not super high quality, and the mix is definitely still in progress, so if you have some gripes about the mix, I'm not listening at this point. Anyway, the band wanted me to let you guys know that they're going to be shooting a music video in Toronto this summer. I'll be directing it, and they're inviting people from all kinds of backgrounds to come take part in it. So if you're in Toronto this summer and want to hang out and be part of a fun music video project, I'll have much more information on how you can do that. Anyway, so here's my crazy weekend with Protokult. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sunday, April the 10th. We're tracking the new Protokult single, and I've got Kat here in the studio. The rest of the band is still sleeping off last night's debauchery. These guys are down from Toronto for the weekend, and we had a really good day in the studio yesterday. But just wanted to talk about what we're doing and signal chains and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're doing kind of a beer drinking anthem. And it's called Oi Canada. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's basically about how Canadian beer is like way better than American beer. Anyway, for the vocal chain, yeah, we're using a vintage U87 from 1982, and Kat's got a rather interesting set of pipes, and yeah, it's pretty fucking cool what we're doing here. She's bringing the soprano at the end, and it's kind of fucking awesome. Kat's got a background in. What do you do?
Singing, folk singing, mostly world music. I do a lot of folklore from the Balkans, Russian, traditional singing. So I'm mixing here different type of styles of voice, from the more Western classical singing with the folk, a little bit of kind of rock technique. So we're all over the place.
On the signal chain, we've got API 512C, and then we're going into an IGS Audio RB500 Pultec style EQ into an IGS Audio Alter 500, which is their version of an 1176. It is just stellar. The sound we're getting on Kat's vocals, it's just fucking wicked. The EQ in particular is really smooth. It doesn't get spitty. They drilled it into our heads in audio school to leave the signal as dry as possible on the way in, but honestly, I find a little EQ and compression on the way in makes life in mixing a whole lot easier.
Land of northern gales, the massive plains and thousand lakes, the voice has called to you, was a tool of bienvenue. Today we drink together, so sing along to a drinking song.
On the drums, we were using MD421s on the toms, Onyx D6 on the kick with a Yamaha sub kick as well. And we've been really putting the Wilkinson clips to use. We were actually running ORTF overheads with the Wilkinson clip with some Octava MCL12s, which are modded by Michael Jolie over at Octava Mod, who did an amazing job. I absolutely love those as overheads. They're my first choice for drum overheads, actually. On the snare, classic combo of a 57 and what do we got? A Studio Project C1 cardioid, and we're using a Wilkinson clip. Took a little bit of trickery to get the snare really sounding nice this time for whatever reason. We tried a couple different heads, and honestly, I went back to my beat up and really pretty much annihilated Aquarian texture coated with the reverse dot snare head because it just sounds so good. We had actually chucked it in the garbage and pulled it out and put it back on because I wasn't quite happy with the snare sound with another head. So there you go. Denmark kick pads, just pretty much standard stuff. Nothing too insane other than the dual snare mic setup because that just fucking rocks. But let me see here. Out in the room, we're using we've got these moved out of the way. We've got a pair of ribbons for room mics right at just about snare level a few feet back. And those work really well. And on guitars, of course, the ever so awesome Dynamount. Just been getting a fantastic tone. Between the Dynamount, the Chapman Ghost Fret, and the Rev Generator 120, we're just getting a monstrous rhythm tone. I think you guys are going to dig it. Screaming vocals, we're done with a SM7, of course. And Kat's main singing vocals were done with a U87. Oi, oi, oi! Oi, oi, oi!
Glenn Fricker is an old man who lives in his garage. Give us some beer to drink, and some wenches to take on home.
So yeah.
We're looking at Marty's tits all day.
Look at my tits, camera. Look at my tits.
Anyway, you guys remember Brandon from I don't know how many fucking videos, and Spencer was doing guitar a little bit earlier. So how did you enjoy your weekend there, Marty?
Always a pleasure working with the one and only Glenn Fricker, Spectre Sound, and Protokult is alive and well. We have some new members. We've begun on the new album, but first we're recording a single. There shall be a video this summer, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay. What did you think of the Ghost Fret, man?
Ghost Fret Rickman, it's called, yes?
No, Chapman.
Chapman, wow. Wonderful guitar, built like a rock, locked in rhythmically, great tones, and everything just blended. Necks not too thin, not too thick, and it was a very pleasurable playing experience.
That's the new Chapman slogan. Chapman guitar is a very pleasurable playing experience.